welcome back everyone.
Hello everybody.
So, I have gotten the opportunity and the chance to kind of record this video today because many of you wanted to see our room tour, but it's not something I would do probably because, you know, just like a room tour is more about showing off what you have than showing what you work with, if you know what I mean. So, today we are gonna be kind of building my room since it was it was different. We are making it different. We are making it more studio like. I'm not living in this room anymore, kind of. This is more just like the studio and recording booth and stuff like that room now. So yeah, we're building it. It's gonna take a few hours, but we might as well make content and yeah, enjoy. So, the desk was right here, and this is the setup. This is the window I was always talking about, and the TV took a lot of space up. So we are moving this desk to the corner behind you, and yeah. So James is the cameraman, as it should be, and yeah, we're just gonna get rid of everything here. We're gonna move the desk, and then we'll continue on from there.
Lamp.
Did you start?
I have now.
So, the most important part of the studio, aside from the green screen and everything, is this. It lights up. It's that. It's like I'm a fucking serial killer. So, aside from the very important lamp, of course, we need to get the green screen right. And now the green screen is something we're gonna have to mess around with since this room is quite small. And I needed a green screen that isn't just nailed up onto the roof or the ceiling, sorry. I needed to be able to slide it around so it's out of the way when I need it out of the way, and it's also there when I need to stream. So I got myself this white piece, which is basically just this. You can have little plastic clips in there that slide around, and this little thing that just comes off, and this is what you screw into the ceiling. Now the problem is you only have one of these. There's 4 up on the larger one, and this was all one piece, and then there was 5 of these clips for it, but I lost one. Let's not discuss why. But we're gonna have to figure something out to put this up, since I do have the extra green screen material, but I do need this extra piece because it's hanging onto the wall, and the camera angle comes in a way that it would show all the background, all the rest of this room, which I'm gonna have to need the posters off with. So we're gonna have to put this up. So I'm thinking, right, if we measure the distance between the 2 clips that are here and there, and then attach this one like right next to it, it should be alright. The problem is we can always use super glue, because
But if you're wanting to move it again, you can't. At least without taking off the paint.
True, but we would need one right here in the middle to make up for this cut, to be kind of smooth. So before I knock the secondary monitor off, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, super glue, then stick that on there, and then also this needs to be held up, so kind of in the middle I need it. So if I put this in the middle like that should hold up this piece, because this lays flat against the ceiling, so it should make quite a tight fit, especially if I screw it into a wooden beam, which I have right there where I want to put it. So the green screen right now, as the setup was over there, this is how the green screen worked, right? So this is how it looked like during the stream, and it was attached to that wall right there. And so when the camera came in from this angle, the wall, you guys didn't see the wall, and now it's gonna be on the other angle, so coming from being up there on the ceiling, and the camera is gonna come at this angle right here. So we need extra material here, because when I had it here before, but it was hanging onto this area right here, the wall, and I don't need that since the camera is coming at this angle, so the camera won't ever see this area. So we need extra material there, and yeah, we'll see, and then I'll let you guys know how it goes. So we have this TV, which I want to put up. Now, this TV we wanted to use either for the podcast or for us to have more space when we are doing split screen games. So we ended up sticking with the split screen games, which later then gave us an idea, or it gave James an idea, and then he gave it to me about doing the F1 sim rig, which I built a month ago or so, or actually it was 2 months ago now. But yeah, we're not gonna be doing that because of the amount of F1 I'm gonna play, or at least I play, not much. So we're gonna stick with the split screen, and we're gonna put it up here. So the monitor is gonna be right here, and this is the perfect size for the TV. So we're gonna have the TV from here to about here. So if we are gonna be doing split screen games, we're gonna be looking up a bit, but that's not an issue. Well, what is an issue is this is a brick wall, and yeah, we're gonna have to drill the TV up. We also thought about doing this, but it wouldn't be useful anyway, unless if I want to look to the complete left, if I need to read chat. But that isn't gonna work, so what we're gonna be doing instead is putting it up there, and then yeah, it will be fun. Alright, so we're gonna be drilling the TV up with these screws. But first of all, we need to drill a hole and put these into the wall. We have marked the 2 dots. These 2 things are gonna go into. So yeah, we need to get the drill bit. Alright, so drill bit 6.5. I might start out with a 6 and then move my way up to 6.5. I think 7 will be too big, so we'll do 6.5, and then we'll see. And I'll put tape around it so I know how deep I need to drill. And then yeah, you guys can see the drilling process. So it's gonna be fun. I'm always nervous when it comes to drilling holes, although this room has more holes than...
Should be more holes than Swiss cheese. You missed that opportunity.
Yeah. Nice, eh? Oh, my ear. So, yeah.
We're gonna do that one more time, but without recording, so we can save your guys' ears.
I will probably separate the audio file. Do you want to touch it?
Yes.
It's not that bad.
Nah.
So yeah, we're gonna have to get the desk out and everything. You haven't turned the light on.
Doesn't need it.
No, it's still good. Alright, so second hole. It's gonna be fun. Line it up. If you guys, any of you, do this professionally as a job, don't laugh at me. I'm only starting. Easy.
Easy.
Right. You guys probably won't hear this even if I don't do anything about the audio. You guys probably won't hear this because
it's probably cutting out the microphone.
It's probably cutting out, but damn, this is like... This would be torture if someone put it next to your ear drilling all day. It should be grand, I'm just gonna make it. Alright. That should be alright. We can hammer that in.
Content.
Yeah. Alright, so we have the TV up finally. It took a bit of paper and abuse to get it level, but it's level, kind of. Alright, let's not show that actually. It is level, alright? It is level. So, we have a top, so the monitor is going to be under here, of course, and if you're going to sit back here, it's going to be perfectly split in the middle, so one of us can sit more to the right, one of us can sit more to the left. There is going to be, what you call that? The
Cabinet?
Yes, the cabinet. So there is going to be a cabinet here, so it's going to be weird, but I'm skinny, so I can fit in there, and then, yeah, you can have the space here. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to need to rub, but now we're gonna put the green screen up, so we're gonna have to put this piece up first, and it's already marked out as you guys can see. So if I found the screw, so if we're gonna put that up there, we can put this one. We also got this off, and we also got the green screen off. So we'll put this back there, and that should be alright. About this one was the cut side, so we need to align it nicely, and then the green screen should be up. It's up. My arm is killing me, but it's up. So we didn't actually manage to put that up very well, but we're gonna get some super glue. We're gonna stick it together, and then I'm just gonna put.
He's not focusing. Fuck.
So yeah, we're gonna put the green screen up. It shouldn't be a problem, but I might use some super glue actually. But I'm too tired to get super glue, so let me put the green screen up. No, you are showing too much of the room. It's a mess. So this is a thing that you guys always see, but not at the same time. And there's a lot of other green screen jokes, but two sides for this, since this is just a fabric material that I picked up at Home Depot, and yeah, it's stitched together. Well,
Is Home Depot in
No.
Ireland?
No, the other one. It's Home Depot. It's the same
Home
thing.
Store Mall?
Yes, Home Store. This is what we are having the clips on with. So this little piece right there, does it have focus?
Yeesh.
Okay, so this little piece goes in the, what you call those, tracks? Tracks are one of those anyway.
Rats.
Yes, so I'm just gonna...
A deep track or groove.
I'm just gonna casually stand up here.
And I shall join you.
Yes, you should join me.
This is my height, guys. This is my actual
You're
height.
not even putting your hand up. So, we have this up, and I only started my, with so, my dialogues. That's gonna have to get edited out, that's so. Alright, so, alright, so, alright.
Alright, so...
This, that's actually pretty nice, right there. So, this is how it's gonna be. So, this
cable.
Be careful, I don't want to rip anything off. Yeah, and this is gonna get nailed into the door frame right there. So this will be, there is actually a nail there, which I used to do before. So this will be right there, and we actually have quite a nice, we could have curved it in, to be honest, but...
It'll work.
Yeah, it will work. So, if you want to, I'm not gonna redo it because my arm is killing me, as I said. Because screwing like 4 screws into that thing for half an hour. But if you guys want to do something like this, make sure it's curved because it will give you a better green screen effect. It won't be noisy, the picture. So, clean the table. Why do we always start with so again? Okay, just stop that. We'll delete that.
Okay, go.
Okay. Just delete.
Go!
Okay. So, Fox! Now we're gonna be... Well, the table is finished and we're gonna be setting up the table. So, let me get the monitor. My little beauty, which is No one is allowed to touch this beauty. I'm gonna actually put it down.
That's mainly the reason why I'm cameraman at the moment.
Yes, that is mainly the reason. But no, I don't even want to touch this. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this there, dust it off a little, because I am not touching this with any type of, not because it was so expensive, but it was so fucking expensive, that's all. And then I'll get that cabinet over there to put the secondary monitor on, and then I'm gonna get the PC, which is the second beauty. I should not put it there actually. I'm gonna put it on the ground. So yeah. This is something even you haven't seen. The plexi. It's on there. It looks nice, but this is the moment I'm taking off. There's 4 thumb screws. So because of the heat in this room, which we can feel right now, since we are dying, the computer needs to breathe, so it needs to be taken off, and I'm just gonna put it there. It should be alright, because if I put it in the box, I usually have other stuff in the box, but I won't probably now. But anyway, it's good there. So I'll line this up, and then I also screw the thumb screws back in. One way it looks nice instead of the shredded off of paint aluminium, and also I won't lose them. So I actually realized that it says #building champions, and this just Corsair on esports product does not say building champions. Headset, well, I'll do this later. Let me do the keyboard. No, I drilled 2 holes into the back of this. What do you call the what?
2 holes in the back of that?
Yes. So just so I can put the cables through it, since it has like a super long. If you can put the camera here, I'll show you. It has that. So I always needed to route the cables through that, and it always hit into my knee, and I ripped everything off. So there is one hole right there, and then there is another one right there, and that allows me to put. That's perfectly enough to put the USB header through it. So yeah, cable routing 2000. I'm very efficient with cable routing. It's gonna be disgusting because I'm not managing it, but it's gonna be out of the way. Not for the eyes, but for human movement. For streaming, you guys might say that I need a bigger keyboard with more functions for OBS, Streamlabs, and stuff like that, and also stream labels. But no, I don't, since I have the Stream Deck. That's all the keyboard you could have, and out of this, because it's small, and this is not too large. This is about, well, not even a meter. This is about 70 centimeters. So for the mouse pad, it's perfectly lined up. So for the mouse, we're gonna go with the M6, no, with the Harpoon RGB Pro, since, yeah, as I said, that one has a little bit of play in it. It's nothing too bad. I could still use it. But it was quite annoying since I've pressed very lightly on every single mouse. So if you press firmly, then it's alright. But otherwise, I just prefer this mouse. And also, the Harpoon, since this is only a 35-40 euro mouse, it has a nice texture, and it is something that it's not too expensive. It has rubber there. It isn't too expensive. And yeah, you just don't feel bad about using the scroll and everything. Since the 100 euro mouse, there is a little feeling in
of
you
guilt.
that you're gonna break it, that you're gonna be using it, you're gonna be wearing it, and you know, 100 euro for a monitor, that's alright, but 100 euro for a mouse that you touch, that your greasy hands touch after you just eaten 2 kilos of dry, or not dry, deep fried meat. Alright, so aside from that, that's very important, and all this rest of it. So Stream Deck, one of the most important things. I will have a separate video on this, but yeah, it makes my job, even not really managing chat yet or anything, or doing any special effects, it really makes my job easier. Especially, I'm starting to use new features of this every single day. There is something I'm adding every single day to it. Let that be a new scene switch, let that be a new audio mute or unmute, or both at the same time as a multi-action, or let that be opening something, an app of sites, anything. But this is very useful. It's only the mini, and you guys know this because I did show this before on stream, but the mini is perfectly enough. There is a few stuff for which I would need the 15 key, but the 32 key is overkill. But yeah, the mini is cute, it's small, and it's perfect for what I needed. So we managed most of the things here. The 3 screens are up. So this is gonna be the layout. Now this was actually the other way. It used to be like this. So yeah, now it's gonna be like this, and then that TV right there. That's gonna get into that corner. I like the focus, that's very good. The speakers are quite important if we want to edit anything, because it is quite an important part, as I said before, for editing for hours upon hours, and it can be very useful. But yeah, we are having a nice little servo setup with one being here, one being here, and one being right there, and that should be alright. So a few days have gone past by, and let's just say the video got delayed for something I did not expect. Now, for those who follow me on Twitch or even on YouTube now, know what happened, and what basically happened is my computer died. So as you guys can see, it's now working in the background. It's working perfectly fine. It is the same computer, and there was absolutely nothing wrong hardware-wise. It was a stupid goddamn cable, the power cable, which basically it ruined my computer. It had symptoms of the motherboard dying, the CPU dying, the video card did not work, the computer did not post at all, not even to BIOS, nothing. There was no display output, nothing was working, only the fans and the LED. Now, this, because we recorded everything on the phone right now, as I'm finishing this video up. Sadly without James, because there's about a week that has gone by with me absolutely doing nothing, but at the same time being very busy with computer and stuff. What was I gonna say? Anyway, so yeah, the studio is finished. It is a studio, and I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Everything is good. There is still some things that I need to figure out, because every time I move somewhere, it is different. Like right now, the light bar that's working as a softbox for me is up on the TV, but sadly it isn't working as I wanted it to, since the frame of the TV sadly cuts off most of the light, so I only get light about up to here, which is there's still some things I need to figure out. There's still some things that need to be customized aside from the Corsair logo, which is painted. I still need to put up the posters, which are behind you guys. I still need to do a lot of stuff. The TV that you guys saw, the big one, not the one that's up there, the big one still needs to be moved. That's still in the exact same location. But why don't I show you guys around? So I will only show this part, and sorry for many camera issues. I'm holding the camera, I can't really do anything. I won't show anything that's behind me, but rather this area. So first of all, the light, there's new file. Starting with this is right now the PC case box and the monitors box that's working as my camera stand right now for when I was sitting down in the intro. The green screen is up. It is nicely up there. It is long. It is wait, what? It is up there nicely, and I have a lot of room, and the camera that's right there on top of my computer is really working better than it ever did before, because there is a window right to the right side, I guess, and the light is absolutely perfect. There is one light coming from up from the TV right there to there. The ring light that I'm using now is on top of my PC, coming from that angle, and the window is coming from this angle, so it's absolutely perfect. So for the other one is, you guys can see the outlet right there. Now that outlet is there because when the computer failed, the power cable failed, the outlet was blown, all the fuses blown. Like, I'm not even supposed to show that area. Basically, everything got shorted out by a HDMI cable, because I didn't explain it to you guys before, but when I plugged the HDMI cable in that belonged to that TV right there, everything went. So everything got shorted out, and I'm not sure how it happened, but basically the power cable is gone. It was gone, and I'm not sure how short from a HDMI cable, or even a HDMI cable short. I'd never heard of an HDMI cable shorting something out, but anyway, it shorted my graphic card out, most likely, which somehow broke my cable. Now, it was partly that, probably, and partly also that when we were moving stuff around, we were probably not careful enough, and I remember dropping this thing right here. I'm not sure, I always forget what it's called. I remember dropping, this is about 60 kg because it's full of books and stuff. Not like I read them, not like I read any book, but yeah, it is full from books from childhood and stuff like that. So we dropped that on the cable, and I didn't realize it. I didn't think it's gonna be an issue, because why would it be? But it turned out to be, and I'm lucky. I can consider myself lucky that it was only the power cable, but yeah, it was definitely a scary few days. So going over this Xbox controller, because yes, you do need one for a PC to play certain games. Then we have an outlet. This wasn't blown. This is the new power cable, and this is the extension that is right there. That the two monitors, the phone charger, which I currently use as the USB output for my, or input for my ring light that my phone is on, and the steering wheel. Wait, what's the third plug? Oh yeah, the third plug is the light. Is the light up there. That is not USB. That is going into an outlet. So, chair. You guys probably seen this a lot of times, but only the upper half. I have this little thing here. It's just a, well, not a blanket, but it's very soft, all right? And the reason this is here and in multiple layers, first, it's really comfortable and I'm not sliding around. Second of all, PU leather from China does this and that, and it cracks and it hardens. The leather hardens and it cracks, and it just looks cool like this anyway. I usually tuck this in between, like right there, but it just comes off. So the pillows, the lumbar and the headrest is something that many gaming chairs and many gaming chair making companies really can ruin, and you're gonna have neck pains. Now I ordered this chair off of Amazon for 100 euros, and honestly, this is like super comfortable. This has a little bit of issues. Main issue is it hardens, so it has those cracks on it. And second of all, it is foam inside, so the foam kind of, when you push against it, it like, what you call it, pushes together, and then it's good for the first few months, but then it's not gonna do much. So that happened to me. So yeah. Secondary monitor, which is the Yamaha fucking whatever ProLight E430. It's an old school but good secondary monitor. It wasn't working when I picked it up. I took it apart and made it work, and it is overheating on the top, but that's probably because the power cable that this is running with is meant for a laptop, not for a monitor, so it's probably getting a little too much electricity, or more than it should, but it is all right. It has been running for about 4 years now like that, so it is good. The TV focus. The TV is is kind of terrible. It looks good. It looks good when you look at it like that, but yeah, I just don't dare use it anymore. Focus. What the fuck? Another thing, I'm very sorry about the recording that was going on when we were doing the studio. James was recording, so I didn't have control over it. So there's absolutely no focus most of the time. So it is trash, but I'm gonna try and make it or edit it so it looks decent. Now, or if I could turn autofocus off, that would be also great. Now, there's the ring light. Hi, I'm there. Here's the headset sitting up there, which is the Corsair HS35. A good headset, Discord certified, not like I use Discord, but it is a good headset. I like it. It has Dolby Atmos, I believe, for headphones, and it is really good. I can recommend it. It has these. It is not leather. It is fabric, which was the selling point for me. This is why I bought it. I hate leather on my ears, or well, I hate leather everywhere, especially PU leather. PU leather is trash. Like this showed me. The light, which, yes, it is very bright, and it can also do UV, but you might not be able to see it because of the phone. There's the little Stream Deck, which is actually little because it's a mini. It has 6 buttons. For the primary monitor, I'm using the MSI Series G24 curved 144 1 millisecond. 1 millisecond doesn't really make a huge difference, although it does at the same time. But since I'm not an esports player, I will be fine with even 3 or 5 millisecond latency. But 144 makes a huge difference in gaming if your computer can produce 144 frame FPS per second on the game you want to play 144 hertz at. If you don't, then you might as well just put the monitor on 60 hertz, and yeah. For the camera, using the Logitech C920 Pro, which the Pro doesn't do anything except gives you this little cover with in the package, which I do use because it looks cool. For the mousepad, using an ADX mousepad. Why not Corsair? Because Corsair is fucking expensive. It is expensive in every single way, but for mousepads, I'm not giving 50 euros for something small as this. So yeah. For the mouse, I currently use the Harpoon RGB Pro, not the normal Harpoon, because the M65 Elite that I have up there, there's a little play in its left click, and you can also hear it on this one, but it's a lot less. That one is like really bad. It's like really, really bad. For the keyboard with the nice American flag, I'm using, oh, and this is also American, just to feel just to feel a little better about being in Ireland. I'm using the ADX, what ADX? Mark 6 MK06 keyboard. It's a red switch mechanical keyboard, not Cherry MX. Well, it is a very good keyboard, and I feel like I have said that while doing the studio thing, but as I said, it was a week ago, so I don't remember anything. For the speakers, which are useful for editing, I'm using one of these. One of those. There's 2 of those, and then there is one bass, one right there, which has bass, treble, and the main sound. So I'm using those. Not the greatest, but I do listen to music on them sometimes, and they're also good for editing. So for computer, I won't show you much, just like that. That should be enough. We'll have the computer specs and everything you guys see here is gonna be up on a site called kit.co, I believe, and both James's setup and my setup will be up there. For the microphone, I'm using the BM800, which is decent, but it is a condenser mic, so I do have some issues with it. But yeah, the arm I do need to put closer there, but right now, as just leans in, will the focus please start working? Thank you. And I'll just pull on this, and it comes in like that, and it works beautifully. But I do need it a little more to the middle, because right now it's not too much on the middle. So, and I do like to lean closer to the monitor, which the monitor has, sorry for the finger there, the monitor has come closer. It was about there before this little thing on the monitor, which I have no light for. That thing touched the wall before. Now I put it a lot closer so I can be more comfortable while playing a game. So yeah, that's it. The steering wheel, the T150 with the pedals, and the headset for James if he ever comes over, which we will do a lot often. And then those right there from 0 to 16, so 17 recordings, that is all of the studio building recordings, and those are gonna be the files, and this right now is gonna be the 18th file. So yay, lots of files to edit with Wondershare Filmora X. So it is gonna be a long job, but it is gonna be worth it, because hopefully I can make something quality and you guys will watch it. So yeah, that's really it. There's not much else I can show you guys aside from the Hot Wheels cars that's up there by the Corsair boxes. But yeah, I know it's not much, but this right here, it's perfectly fine for me to stream and game at the same time, since I often game here. I don't just stream, I don't just do videos, I game a lot here as well. So yeah, it is perfect for that. There is some PC upgrades I would need to look into, yes, and there is stuff I could upgrade, like the Stream Deck Mini to a 15 key version, or the chair to a nice fabric one, or the mouse pad for a Corsair one, which is absolutely trash, and even if I was a trillionaire I wouldn't buy it. But yeah, the keyboard, for example, get a Cherry MX one or something. But there is always upgrades. But right now, what I have is perfect for me, and I couldn't ask for any better. And I do love this setup, and it allows me to make not the greatest content, since we are, well, I'm only doing this for now 1.5 years. I believe on Twitch, YouTube we have only started around 2 months ago, and James is only doing this entire thing for about 6 months. So I do have a bit of more experience than James, and both for him and for me, there's still a lot to improve on, both on our editing skills, for example, our setups, our even talking to the camera right now. Talking to the camera is something I have, or well, familiar as myself with the camera is something I've done better than James, because he doesn't even want a face cam, which is an ongoing battle, since as a team and me showing my face, him not having a face cam on, it just makes him an outsider. And of course I understand his point of view, where he doesn't want to get recognized by any of you, um, but because he doesn't know how to handle that. But for me, I'm fine with that, and so I have the face cam. But as a team, where I have the face cam, so basically the point of this is we would like a studio one day where we move in, and we have our setup side by side, and we stream, and then there's gonna be a camera uh, that's gonna record both of our faces, so we can both add that simple one camera to both of our streamer PCs or normal PCs, and then add that as a source to OBS. So we will both have the stream, and also we're gonna be sitting beside each other. So if we're gonna be playing Far Cry, we won't have to mess around with WhatsApp or Discord, which both of our trash. But we're gonna be sitting by each other. So, and that's another thing. One least thing running on the computer, and WhatsApp does use a lot of power, CPU power. So, yeah, we would like a studio, but the problem is with him not having the face cam is there's a lot of problems with that. And the reason I'm going into detail with this is I wanted to do a lot of things. Podcasts, for example. Now, podcasts are one of those things where you do need to have a face cam and you also don't. If it's going to Spotify, you don't. If it's going to YouTube, then you do. Because a podcast on YouTube with a blank picture, a black background, is not gonna cut it. For Spotify, our logo just without any face cam, just the talking would be fun. The podcast, I do have an area right there for it where the TV is, and the TV is gonna get up on that wall, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. And also the content. Now, as a team, we have the opportunity to record and stream a lot of co-op games like It Takes Two and The Way Out. Now, these are games that you can play on two separate computers or on one computer, which we do since his computer can't handle these type of games. So what we do is we get another chair for him, and I sit right here, he sits right there, and we both look at the computer. The camera sits up there, or maybe up on the TV from now on, or the monitor, and it records both of our faces. But this is gonna be a hassle with him not having a face cam. This is something he was fine with before, but something clicked. I'm not sure, but there is a few things we need to work out and figure out. There is still a lot of things that need solving, that need to be solved. There's face cam. Also, if until we get a studio where we can sit together, our talking like on WhatsApp or Discord, where we can chat when we stream or record. And there's a lot of issues that's ongoing, but yeah, at least I don't have to figure out this all on my own. But there's two of us, and we can solve the problem twice as fast. And talking about twice as fast, another thing I want to mention is many of you guys asked that how do we do it money or stuff like that. And the first thing, we don't make money from this yet. The second thing is that there is ups and downs of being a team. For I'm gonna say one for each. For one, the disadvantage is that if we ever gonna make income, or if we ever gonna have income or make money, then we're gonna have to split that. But we're gonna have to work for an advantage. We're gonna have to work half less than we would, because we don't need to do the full job, just half of it. And if you would do half, then that's equals 1. Wow. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, please subscribe to our channel, follow our Twitch channel, Deep Gaming Team, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.